okay? And then the irinis, and they're like the irinis. So a lot of times you see the irinis, people are like, and then they're like, and you're like, look, pulled it off. You're like, I got hit 3 times, okay? So what I'm trying to do is figure out how to use this space idea. So right here, how am I going to move here when he's pinned me to my back foot? So I'm still using this idea. When I shift there. He's there. Then when I move there. And now we're here. And no, I go, he was in my way, but now he's not. The only thing in my way is this. So I just go like this. And then I go. I was thinking of rolling. Letting people do rolling before you eat. So we're gonna, maybe there's not room for that one. So what I want to do is, I want to think about the same idea of, when I shift, I don't just let him in. But what I'm doing is changing our connection. So here, he's controlling this space. So I hide behind his hip. Now, I stay hiding behind that hip and I go, and then here, I'm trying to move it like this. I'm just going here. Go. Move, move. There's a lot of attendees in here, right? And they add up to like lots. So the thing is, people talk about, there's like sort of the cherry pick. These are my favorite attendees in the range of 100 attendees. But to me, they're all attendees. And if you're going to know one of them, you need to know all of them. And the more important thing is, you need to understand how the attendee is meant to protect you from the attendee, not accept the attendee, and then from there, accept the next one and the next one. That's not how it works. So what I want to practice is, I shift through here, and I connect down, shift, up, shift. And right here, I'm not moving back. I'm moving back. And then here, I'm going to try to move, no, Grace. No, Grace. Yes, this is his space. I'm moving here. Okay? Which is the thing people are having, the hardest time with on the reading tank on is the shift here and the shift here. Everybody's trying to push this elbow here. This is his space. This is my front. I put him on my side. Aikikai is the same. Okay?
And so I'm already setting a boundary from here. Now from here, I'm not going to move this hand. I'm going to move my body to the hand. All right? And so when I do that, the feeling in my arm should not change. In other words, when I move in, I shouldn't go tense and tighten up. This is easier said than done, I realize that. But you have to learn that when someone is grabbing you any kind of way aggressively, it doesn't necessarily have to change your emotions. Okay? So if she grabs me, that's fine. I just accept it, I move in. Now from there, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pivot. And because my armpit is closed, my arm is close to my body, I should not have to struggle through this. I should move just enough. So this is, simple thing to do, but people actually don't do it. Okay? So my focus is understanding how much I have to enter. If I enter too much and I turn, it might not have an effect. So I know from the model of this person where I need to be just to get that. Okay? Let's work on that. You moved it halfway and then your arm did the next half. All not correct. Leave this, move body. And if you have to practice just that, leave this, move body. And now turn. So at no point am I compromising my posture. Right? I'm not leaning back, I'm not leaning forward, I'm not doing anything. There's a certain amount of ignoring them, not letting them really affect you. Right? And you have to know what's good for you in terms of balance. So for me, just because I practice it, I can almost have my feet pretty linear, and then I know that I can turn enough and have my hips square, or even have more space to turn more. Bill, we talked about this. Sometimes you have to cross your foot to turn in order to be square. Either way is fine. You just have to know what you're doing. So from this point, I'm just coming in, and then I'm just going to turn, right? But keep your posture. Don't lean over, don't tighten up, okay? You might feel like this. I'm not doing anything like that. I'm not doing anything like this. All I'm doing is bringing my body to my hand and turning. I'm not trying to drop him down. I'm not trying to force him down at all. Not yet, maybe later. All I'm doing is learning how to move in, turn, and stay relaxed. That's it. Don't add anything else. Don't try to do any technique, okay? Let's keep it simple. Do this, right? You take your back legs, you move it over, right? And make sure you're in enough, and then you turn. What's not okay is if you move in, you take your back leg and you move it all the way over, and now you turn, and you've got to force the hand back to you. So you never lose your body connection, okay? So if you do the cross method, keep this. Don't separate your hands too wide, not yet. Maybe later, when your integration of your body and mind is better, yeah, you can do that. But for now, you want to keep it close. You want to move this leg over, that's fine. And then turn. But don't move it so much that your body moves over, and now you have to reconnect. Okay? That makes sense? All right, part two. So, again, I come in, I do a tenkai. Then for all I'm going to do is just take a knee. And then if I take a knee, I'm going to stay relaxed. So here, I turn, and I just take a knee. And when I take a knee, I'm acting, in my mind, my elbow is hitting the ground, not my hand. So here, I am. So I'm not pushing his arm down. All I'm doing is taking my elbow's connected to the hip, and it's all just going down. Okay? The most important thing is, again, the attitude of my body does not change. I don't get tense, I don't get tight, I don't get anything. Okay? Try it again. It's on the inside. It's not on the outside. Because now on the outside, when I drop down, I'm merely attacking this, which is not sufficient. I want to attack this space here, not this hand. Okay? So, when I'm into it, I'm on the inside. Now my hips can move back. So, here, step. Here, watch my back foot. I'm not pushing it, I'm just shifting. Here. Okay? You understanding what works best for you, but you also need to figure out how to teach people to teach themselves, right? So there's extension. I don't have a long extension, but some people use their extension, right? So you should be knowledgeable of that. Some people use more down. You should be knowledgeable of that, right? I don't have Alex's reach, right? But what I want to do is when I move in, all I know is that I need to turn and focus on what I want to do and not pay so much attention to what he's doing to me. In other words, I don't want to give him this type of power where I end up trying to move his hand. I don't want to give up. Here, I'm connected to myself and I turn. Then here, I just drop. That's it. Okay, so don't overthink it. Just get the reps in. Right? Because ultimately, it's come down to practice. Now, he's actually kind of lifting my hand up because my elbow is stuck here. It's not that effective. But what I can do is relax my shoulder to roll in. Understand? So when I'm here, I'm feeling what he's giving me. I move in, my elbow's here. Now instead of me trying to lift his hand, all I'm going to do is bend my elbow. I'm not trying to lift his hand. It's a different focus, mindset. Right? He actually helped me up, that's all. So So I'm not opposing what he grabs. I don't care what he does because I have the rest of my body. So it doesn't matter if my hand is here or if my hand's here. The point is I'm not pulling him and I'm not reacting to what he's doing. Okay? Bringing my hand right here. And so I'm not just hitting him with this part. I'm taking this hand and I'm punching. Here, this hand is punching. So for me, a Timmy is use all your body. I can headbutt you, I can kick, I can punch, hit you with the shoulder, hit you with the hips. Okay, it's all Timmy. Now, the punch thing, for me, is about mechanics, not about actually hitting it. Because I know that for me, this is a terrible punch, right? In order for it to be a good punch, I have to turn my whole body into the punch. Okay? So, this is your boxing lesson. Okay?